This is Good Morning San Diego.
Manpower's Phil Blair joins us now once again as we continue to discuss career analysis using the SWOT method. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Now, last week we focused on identifying career strengths, and today we're focusing on weaknesses. Sometimes it's hard for us, Phil, to look at those things and say we have weaknesses, but we got to do it.
Well, it is, and the point here, Bridget, is we need to manage our own control, our own career. Nobody else is going to do it for us. We don't want to have our career be like a stream and we just float wherever it takes us. We need to manage it. We need to watch out for ourselves and manage our future.
Okay, and part of that is looking at those weaknesses. Give us some examples of what might be a weakness.
Well, look around at your environment. Number one, are other people paid more than you are? Are other people being promoted and you're not? Is the product not doing well where you're working? Are there a lot of closed-door management meetings? A lot of bigwigs flying in and closing the door meetings without new announcements? Are they cutting the research and development budget? Those are all signs that maybe you need to be looking at where you're working, putting your resume together, putting together your list of strengths, and starting to overtly look for your next job.
So as you look at these weaknesses, how do you, it's a signal you've got to make some changes, but is there a way to manage those weaknesses or turn it around somehow as you're looking at new career options? Sure.
Well, there's really two paths. One is where is the company you're working for now going?
Okay.
And if it has a weakness, then you need to move along to the next position. The other one is the company's doing well, but you seem to have stagnated, and everybody else is getting promoted and raises and moving on. What are you not doing right?
Right.
And then look at, should I improve for this position, or am I a round peg in a square hole, and I need to move on to somewhere else where my skill set is most appreciated?
Might be a better fit in some other area with some other product or something else.
Right. The two things you don't want to happen is you look back 20 years later and you were bored the entire time, unchallenged, underpaid, and the company didn't do well. And you go, why didn't I make this change 15 years ago? Well, this is the time to stop and say, is this the right place for me? Is it accentuating my strengths? If I have weaknesses, I need to do something about them.
And so now, actually, do you say it's a good time that there are opportunities out there for people who are saying, hey, in the past couple of years, I might not have tried to make that change. I just want to stay comfortable. I knew I was secure. But is it a good time now to check that out?
It is. The economy is turning around, especially San Diego's, and we're starting to see the unemployment rate drop. Now, the good news, if you're working, is that you've got a cash flow coming in while you search. And you can be very diplomatic and search for a new opportunity while you're currently working. But it's all the same skill sets to look for a new job, whether you're working or not working, that you need.
Okay, so our topic next week will be on the same...
Yes, opportunities. Where should we look? Now that I've made this decision, I need to make a change, either in my department, in the company, in my career path. Where should I look? And we'll go through some lists of how you start thinking that way and be overt instead of reacting to what's happening in your career.
That's great. All right, and that's next Monday. Phil Blair, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
All right, well, I'll take a closer look there.